Hi, I'm Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy Segment Show. Also today in this segment, I'm at Great Northern Bikes in Fargo, North Dakota. Great Northern Bikes is located on 425 Broadway North in Fargo, North Dakota. The bike store is housed inside this train depot that was built for the Great Northern Railroad in 1906. The building was designed by Richardson Romanesque, and the style was done by architect of St. Paul, Minnesota, Samuel Bartlett, who was a friend of the founder of the Great Northern Railroad, James J. Hill. For many years, this depot served the Great Northern Railroad, and passengers even bought their ticket inside and even waited for a train to arrive at this station and board a train or arrive on a train as well. In 1935, the clock was non-functional and the faces were replaced with large painted Westy the Goat, which he was like the mascot of the Great Northern Railroad, which is on the logo. In 1941, it was restored by the Great Northern Railroad to get it working as well. In 1970, the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle, Northern Pacific, Great Northern, and Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy railroads merged to form the Burlington Northern Railroad. In 1971, Amtrak service was created and makes a stop here as well. This depot was used by Amtrak's Empire Builder, which that was a train on the Great Northern Railroad as well, and the original Empire Builder stopped here as well, while the line was known as the Great Northern Railroad. Next door to this depot is the Amtrak station, which the Empire Builder stops here as well. In 1986, Amtrak service discontinued at this building and relocated next door to the depot inside the freight storage building. This depot was nearly destined to be demolished. Luckily, with a financial support from the National Trust for Historic Preservation, the Fargo Heritage Society completed a feasibility study, and subsequently city government assisted with acquiring the building from the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad, which then owned the railroad depot. It soon went under renovations till it reopened in 1995 and became a small brewery and restaurant. And around the same time, the Burlington Northern merged with the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad to create the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad as it is today. In 2010, the building was then used as a bicycle shop known as the Great Northern Bicycle Company as well. What you see right behind me is Great Northern 27100. Great Northern 27100 was built by the Great Northern St. Cloud Shops in Wade Park, Minnesota in 1961 and is a boxcar. This car was built from a car built in the 1930s. It was used for many years to haul cargo that this car was meant to carry many years ago when it found itself on freight trains. Then in 1970, the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy, Northern Pacific, Great Northern, and Spokane, Portland, and Seattle railroads merged to create the Burlington Northern Railroad, and there could be a possibility that this car was renumbered 950-661 and was also used for maintenance of way service on the railroad. Then this car was retired and was put right here on display next to the Great Northern Bikes store, which is housed inside the Great Northern Depot. The car was also restored to how it was when it worked the Great Northern Railroad as well. Well, I hope you all enjoyed learning about trains with me today in Matthew Lapp Train Guy segment show. Also, I hope to see you all again in the next segment. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, The subscribe button is just down below the video screen, and if you didn't give the Facebook page a like yet, here's where you'll want to go. And if you didn't give the Instagram page a follow yet, here's where you'll want to go as well. Also, be sure to get your merch at teesprings.com. The link is in the description box below, along with the Facebook and Instagram pages. And remember to subscribe to the Train Guy. So this is Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy segment show. Sign out until next time. All aboard.